everybody, to another hopefully very competitive playoff match here as we got another game 7 in the books between the Panthers and the Kings there. But we are now headed to the Titan League. We got a bout against Gravity and Blizzard here, and once again, back-to-back matches. I'm joined here with Rocker Man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. We had a game 7. It was an interesting game 7. It was a little bit of a wild series we just casted, but heading into this one, it should be another good one. Gravity the 2 seed, Blizzard the 3 seed, and I want to take a quick look at the bracket in this one here. As you guys can see on the screen here, a little bit of a crazy bracket, but Pinnacle was the number 1 seed. They ended up playing the Reapers in that 4-5 matchup. And because Blizzard won their matchup versus the Grandmasters, they're going up against Gravity, being the highest remaining seed. So that's why Blizzard is taking on Gravity here, and the winner is gonna have a matchup in the Grand Finals versus Pinnacle. It should be a very spicy matchup in this one. And then whatever happens, whoever comes out of this one could be another great Grand Finals match as well.
Yeah, and Luca making back-to-back Grand Finals runs. We'll have to see if somehow Gravity can scrape by here against the offensive Titans of Blizzard to try and meet Luca in the back-to-back playoff runs of his own. But I mean, Blizzard, they absolutely dismantled Grandmasters in that lower quarterfinal there, and I wouldn't even be surprised if they steamrolled Gravity here, because I really feel like I've been saying it all playoffs, even at the end of the season. I don't care about seeding. I really feel like Blizzard is the number 1 team here, and I feel like if my team and the Reapers made it through, whether or not Reapers or Pinnacle made it through to the Grand Finals, I feel like Blizzard is the team to beat here.
Yeah, they're definitely a really solid team here and a scary team at that. And I'm curious to see though, Bagels. Gravity's come. They've had so many great regular season performances, and just couldn't quite clutch it up. And in this one, they have another chance to make it to the grand finals. But we'll see what they can see if they can pull it off for once.
Yeah, and Gravity have had a stellar playoff runs basically since season 3. They narrowly got edged out by Pinnacle in a weird pinch game 7 all the
Mm-hmm.
way back in season 3. So honestly, could be 3 grand finals in a row from them if something crazy didn't happen. But even season 4, unfortunately, getting beat out by the Reapers as offense starting to get rolling here for them. It's Gravity pushing, but Toxic with a big save. But I mean, I really feel like Dylan, he just always finds a way to get deep in these playoffs. He's such a just offensive presence for his team, but he's gonna need Chubik and Yor here to combat this Blizzard roster.
Yeah, he definitely will. I mean, Dylan, a great Nemesis player. He's been an MVP candidate pretty much every season that he's been involved in Nemesis, and he's the man to watch out for on this Gravity roster. And Gravity roster missing Goff here. He didn't play this season, but they've been great so far. As Chubin, he's gonna come in, put that one home, and a great start for Gravity.
And stepping up so far is Chubik, who, as a lower 1700 rated player, can be known to step up huge at times. All the way back in playoff season 2, Game 5, Chubik. We'll have
Yeah.
to see if he shows up in Game 5 if it goes that way in this series. But good shot from here to start off the offense for Gravity. It's now off the kickoff. Pressure seemingly would have gone to Blizzard's way. Although here's Chubik looking for the solo play, but gets a heavy first touch back to the middle. Here's Yor faking this one out. Interesting decision, as now Blizzard on the other side. And Marks continuing this pressure, but nobody from Blizzard pushing, as nothing really resulting from it. Although 2 whiffs come out. Chubik a little bit flat-footed. Can't find the read. Shot off target for Soars. As the offense starting to get going here for Blizzard, to getting this one locked down in this Gravity half, but haven't been able to find anything yet. But as we've seen so far in the playoffs here, Rocker Man, once this Blizzard roster gets going, all 3 of these players are mechanical. It's like what we saw with Panthers, these infield passes, this quick 10-second runs where they can pop off 3 or 4 shots, but we haven't seen it quite yet.
Yeah, and this is what Gravity's gonna have to try to avoid. If they can take an early series lead and kind of assert themselves with a couple of games before Blizzard can really get on their offense, I think Gravity's gonna have a huge chance. I think it's really important for them to get going because, like you said, this offense, one of the scariest offenses in all of Titan and maybe all of Nemesis history, as they can just pop off at any time, like they do here, is
Oh my.
Toxic. He puts it in, bar down, a little bit scary, but he finds it home.
Yeah, and that was actually a really good defensive stand from Gravity, but unfortunately Dylan and Yor double committed, and Toxic actually missing the shot, but the unfortunate, or rather fortunate double for him to be able to pre-flip onto that one is going to get them all tied up here. But it is going to be up to Gravity. They're going to have to step up big on the defense, as kind of just by nature of the seeding, they were tied along 10-6 with 5 other teams to secure that spot, or 4 other teams, excuse me. And Blizzard has had to battle their way through, and they're going to be looking to take down Gravity, who's kind of been sitting here. I mean, do you think that time is going to help Gravity, or is it going to hurt him?
I'm honestly not sure here. I mean, we've seen a couple of teams coming from the play-in tournament that have looked a lot better than those playoff teams. So I think it may hurt them, but it never hurts to be one game closer to the grand finals, where all Gravity has to do, this is their first playoff game, they win this one and they're in the grand finals based on their regular season performance. So it could hurt them gameplay wise, but I think they're happy to be this close to the grand finals.
And honestly, it's looking like Gravity has been able to step up to the table here. Blizzard haven't been able to put on that offensive prowess we've seen from them, and Gravity is controlling the midfield a lot. Although here comes Blizzard, Toxic looking for some bumps. Another double commit between Dylan and Yor. They're going to have to clean that up. Otherwise, they're going to get scored on again. But here's Chubik on the ball, who's actually had a lot of presence, a lot of ball possession from him, scoring the first goal, but nothing doing since. Although here's another bump from Toxic. Mad Marks, all he has to do is hit the shot, and he will. And the bumps starting to roll in here for Blizzard.
Yeah, huge bump. Toxic just coming through, getting that the defender off the back post, and Mad Max just throws it in the bottom of the net. A great play. And Blizzard, I mean, a great start or a great comeback for them is, like you said, they get their offense rolling, and now they're up 2-1 here, looking to take game one.
And all it takes is just one big shot. As Mad Max, he had the shot there and another one. And again, all it takes is 5 seconds for Blizzard to score. And really, it's just a lights out offense if they can just put them on.
Yeah, they are just so scary when they get it going, and you see this one, a nice pass in the middle, and Toxic, he finishes it off, and you can't give Blizzard these opportunities. I talked about it, Gravity. They have to get going, and they have to just kind of take it to Blizzard early and try to match their speed and match their offense.
And honestly, they did kind of take it to him early. I really feel like the majority of ball possession has gone Gravity's way, but again, just the breakout pressure from Blizzard, they can get back up from defense so quickly onto offense, and those transitions are so quick that Gravity just haven't been ready for them. Although a good shot from Dylan off target, and Chubik comes racing in. Yor for the follow-up. Toxic getting harassed in net, but still the follow-up there. But the pre-flip coming out from, not quite sure who that was. It might have been Mad Max, and Yor getting the second one.
And finally, you see some great offense from Gravity, and Yor just sniping that angle right around the defender. And that's good on Gravity, able to get themselves back within one.
Yeah, and like I was just saying a second ago, I really feel like Gravity, they have less shots, but I feel like the majority of midfield control and ball possession has gone their way. So I really do feel like, regardless of whether or not they win this game or not, they've got a good game plan here against Blizzard.
Yeah, they definitely do, and we'll see if they can put in one more and hopefully take game one, because I think it's such a crucial game for them to try to come out and take this one.
Yeah, but another offensive threat coming in for Blizzard. Here's Yor beating out one, but soars. Last back, he's just going to bang this down. Mad Max with the pre-flip off the sideline. He's going to find the shot, and he wouldn't have even found the shot if the defender for Gravity got there, but either way, a great shot from him.
Look at this free flip and the style play to come through, and I've heard people hyping up this Mad Max character, and Blizzard the expansion arc, haven't seen too much of Max. He's new to Nemesis this season, and he's a scary player, and I mean, just a great shot there, and now Gravity has to look for the comeback there as they almost snipe it home, but a nice save.
And they needed that shot, as with 10 seconds left, they are not going to come back in this one. Game one will be going to the offensive powerhouse in Blizzard, who have shown why they've made it this far, shown why we're touting up this offense. Mad Max leading the way with that great pre-flip goal, but I mean, no slouches are Toxic and Soars, as Soars with 2 assists, Toxic with 2 goals, ending off with 9 shots to Gravity's 6 there. But I mean, honestly, besides that last second opportunity where I think that was Chubik who just missed on the aerial, I mean, that was a really close game one. I really feel like Gravity, they had a good game plan going against Blizzard. It was just 1 or 2 breakout opportunities from Blizzard where they just transitioned so quick on the offense there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Blizzard. It's a Blizzard offense. I feel like we're just gonna repeat ourselves this entire series, because it is what makes Blizzard so scary and so dangerous. They just get on this offense, and they can just destroy teams at times. And Gravity, they played great there. They played a good game, but it just wasn't quite enough. And I mean, Blizzard, you give them their opportunities and they're going to capitalize.
Yeah, and when the offense is so fast, so deadly for Blizzard, we saw one or two times where Dylan and Yor both double committed. And when a team is playing so fast and the pressure comes out so quick, you gotta you can't double commit because that's just gonna allow them to narrow those margins of opportunity even more and make those scoring positions all the more possible. And they need to clean up the rotation. Gravity has to have a perfect, and I mean perfect rotation here against Blizzard. Otherwise, all three of these players on Blizzard are going to get these double taps if nobody's defending the backboard. They're going to get the bumps. We saw two bumps from Toxic result in goals. They're just going to be hounding Gravity, and it is going to be super frustrating for Gravity to be put in that situation. And if it keeps happening over and over again, they're gonna get triggered, and Blizzard are gonna eat that opportunity up.
They definitely will, and I'm very curious to see if Gravity has a bounce back here. Again, I just think it's so crucial for Gravity to get going early in the series and kind of show Blizzard that they're here to hang, because I think Blizzard has a lot of confidence at the end of the season. And if you let this team, who they may be lower seeded, but they are definitely I feel like the favorites. So you gotta come back and you gotta come out and take this game here and tie the series up.
Yeah, they were trying right there with a bump of their own. Dylan getting his way past all three players, looking to send this one to the middle. Nobody quite there. Soars, realizing he had some space, not allowing himself to own goal that one. Here's Chubik in the corner, trying to get a 50, but Dylan charging in, keeping this one locked in the corner. Toxic continuing to play patient. And, we've been talking about the speed of Blizzard, but they know when to play patient as well, not letting these opportunities in the corner prove to be successful for Gravity. This one dished out to the middle. Here comes Yor charging in. Good 50. Here comes Dylan as well. Off the sidewall. Where's the follow-up for Chubik? Here he is. But again, good defense from Blizzard to keep that one away. Dylan up high. Yor there. But again, the backboard defense. I feel like Gravity got to start getting some bumps as well. They got one right there, but some more calculated bumps rather.
Yeah, I think that'll be a huge asset if they can capitalize on that and pull those bump plays off, because with how fast the Blizzard roster is, you can mess up their rotation, make them a little bit awkward there, and give yourselves a great chance. That's always the way to go. And smart bumps and smart demos in Titan League can really result in goals. And we'll see if Gravity can pull it back. But still 0-0 in this one. Both teams holding on.
And again, another close set here to start off this game too. Neither team putting a shot on target. Here comes Dylan again on the sidewall, finding the bump. But again, nobody from Gravity there. And perhaps they don't want to commit too early. They don't want to give up another double commit goal. But like you were saying, they're going to have to break down this Blizzard rotation, because if they get one bump off, Blizzard are using a lot of boost and a lot of space on the field to try and maintain their offense. Oftentimes you'll find all three players right next to each other, similar to the Pinnacle offense. As Gravity trying to work their way out of defense. Dylan looking for the double, but Soars again playing patiently, looking to beat out Chubik as the last defender, as this one's 50'd off the side. But Dylan last back to put it away into his own corner. Toxic, speedy ball off the corner. Mad Max flying in to try and put that one on, but a big whiff from Dylan. Putting this one back to Soars actually. It's off the backboard. Soars looking to dish this out to the middle. Toxic was pre-jumped. Here comes Mad Max again. He misses the shot actually. Momentary lapse of not good play there from Blizzard. As now Yor again, Toxic just rushing in, and we're starting to see the speed pick up for Blizzard. These bumps coming out from Toxic again, and Yor, he can't get there. I mean, it just took 5-10 seconds again, and Toxic got two good bumps.
Yeah, Toxic with a demo, and then Chubik, he was really expecting Dylan to be back there, and Yor, he tries to get back, but it's not enough. And there are the demos. We talked about them, and this time it's Blizzard who implement them to perfection.
Yeah, and kickoff going towards the Blizzard side, but another big whiff, and you can't be making mistakes like that against this Blizzard squad.
Yeah, tough one there. Is just an awkward bounce. No one really expected it to go up, and Soars, he capitalizes on the mistake. A tough one there. Is now Blizzard up 2-0 here, and Gravity, they got to find a way to get out of their offensive zone, because I'm not sure, Bagels, but I don't know how many shots they really have. It doesn't seem like they've had too many, but I mean, I remember a couple of ones where they kind of rolled it by the net here. As wait a minute, they might have one here. Dylan firing it, but it's saved away. as they're just trying, they can't convert.
Yeah, and low shots indeed, as that was their first shot on target here for game two. But again, despite the low shots, I mentioned this in game one, it really felt like the first 2, 3 minutes had perfect control for Gravity. Surely they got a score here, but Soar is able to get back in time. It feels like they've had the majority of midfield control in this game, but as we said, all it takes is a few seconds for this Blizzard offense to break out and score goals. And unfortunately, they gave up that kickoff goal with Dylan whiffing. But I mean, Gravity, they got a good game plan. They got the midfield control. They just got to find a way to continue to get these boost steals, these bumps on the Blizzard, and not allow them to break out with such effectiveness. Although here's another opportunity. Toxic almost putting that one through. Soars trying to get in now, but Chubik a good 50. And again, following his own touch off the sidewall. Europe early looking for the double, but Soars again on the backboard. And if there's a player on the backboard for Blizzard, they've been able to find the touches every time. They're going to have to eliminate that last player or just do it even faster than Blizzard are performing. Otherwise, Blizzard will continue to be making these touches. And they got 30 seconds here, and they still haven't put anything of substance on.
I know it's just been that one shot and maybe another one there, but even still, that one was not threatening at all. And they've got to break through here, otherwise they're going to be looking down the barrel, being down 2-0 to an absolutely dangerous Blizzard roster.
Yeah, and 10 seconds left. Looking like Blizzard gonna be taking this one. That's a quick team pinch, a quick transition down the field as Dylan's gonna put this one towards his own net, and Toxic will get a third for his team. Dylan quickly, I think he left his team and then joined back right away. I saw his name disappear off the scoreboard. But again, I mean, besides these last minutes, that was again another close game. Gravity, they didn't pull up the shots necessarily, but I feel like the Blizzard offense hasn't been as successful here in these first two games, but it hasn't been as successful. But either way, Gravity haven't been able to get onto offense.
Yeah, they haven't, and it may not seem like they've been as successful, but they still find 3 goals here, and they find the game two victory. I mean, Blizzard, a great performance from them, and I don't know, Bagels. Gravity just not finding the offense that they need, and it looks like they need to regroup here as they're going to go for the tactical timeout.
Yeah, and maybe they're going to be talking about some way to manufacture offense where, I mean, I said it just a second ago, but I really feel like they have done a good job here of limiting this Blizzard offense. I mean, granted, it's a 3-0 scoreline here in game two, but a big whiff off the kickoff from Dylan and actually a missed touch there again from him to allow Toxic to score in the final seconds. But I really feel like Blizzard, they haven't had sustained pressure, but they've had quick breakout opportunities where they've been able to find scoring and goals. And I really do feel like Gravity, they've done a stellar job. The first 3 minutes of the game has belonged to Gravity, but it doesn't matter how much ball possession you have if you can't put the shots in.
Yeah, they've really controlled the game, like you said. In the first minutes of both these games, it seems like Gravity is taking it to them, and then all of a sudden, Blizzard, it just doesn't seem like it's been sustainable for Gravity thus far. And now heading into a game three, it's a must win. I feel like for Gravity, because if they drop this game, it is going to be tough sledding for sure. But they've really got to come out here, and I think we referenced it earlier. Find the demos, find some good bump plays, and see what you can do, because they've been so close. As long as they put these shots on net, I think they're gonna have a lot better time, and possibly even bring this one all the way back.
Yeah, and I mean, we both just talked about the bumps and the rotation coming up from Gravity needing to be perfect and put Blizzard on the back foot. But I mean, other than that, I mean, it feels like Gravity, they just might be outclassed in this series. Blizzard, they just look like the better team. And even though they've been limited in their scoring, Blizzard's still proving that they're the better team, at least at the moment, up 2-0 in the series. And Gravity, I feel like they really haven't made any critical mistakes. I mean, besides the game two whiff from Dylan and the kind of garbage time goal there at the end where Toxic scored, I really feel like they've played an almost perfect game, but you can't be almost perfect. You have to be perfect to beat this Blizzard roster. And maybe that's what they were talking about. As in game one, they really only double committed 2 times. They've played so well, but I mean, it doesn't matter if you're playing well. I can't emphasize enough that you gotta play perfect against this Blizzard roster, and we'll have to see if they bounce back here in game three.
We will have to see. I'm very curious to see if Gravity had some sort of motivational speech here to try to give themselves something. Maybe Goff was in the comms trying to tell these boys what they got to do. You know, he's been a big guy, really hyping up Gravity and hoping they make it all the way. And I'm hoping for his sake and for this Gravity's sake that they can find something here, Bagels, whatever it may be, to try to turn things around.
Yeah, and honestly, they just need Dylan to be on the ball, because when Dylan is on the ball, he scores, but making it awkward for Blizzard here. Chubik too far back, trying to come in now, but opportunity had come and gone by then. When Dylan is on the ball, he is just a threat. Getting the bumps, getting these power shots, these even mechanical solo plays. He's looking to get the ball in the middle here. Here's Chubik looking to clean it up, but again, Dylan, they don't need to just have Dylan. They need Yor and Chubik to step up. And we saw Chubik get that big first goal to start off the series, but we kind of haven't seen anything from him since. So I feel like, again, it's up to Yor and Chubik to support the Apex Predator and Dylan.
Yeah, they gotta step up and let this man play. As a rare miss comes out from him, as this one thrown towards the backboard. But yeah, I agree with you. Dylan and your connection in past seasons has been so big, and we've yet to see it in this one as an opportunity. A great passing play with Shubik just has to avoid the defender. But yeah, we'll see if we can see more from them because they gotta step up, and the entire Gravity roster has to step up and be ready to look for some passing plays.
And again, a pass over to Dylan. Momentary open net here, but the ball bounces up. Still dangerous, but Yor, he overcommitted and actually got bumped, and that stopped him from getting punished on the open net. And offense still starting to roll in here for Gravity. But again, as a big counterattack coming out from Blizzard, these breakout opportunities didn't go their way this time. I was about to say again, Rockerman, the first 2 minutes, they've belonged to Gravity. Blizzard, they haven't been able to do anything. But Gravity, just like Game 1 and Game 2, they're starting to slip up now.
Yeah, they are, and they just can't find. They just can't find these clears and can't find these passing plays. That's what Gravity was known for. Every season we talked about them, the passing plays, the passing plays. They find these infield passes, and they're nowhere to be found. And it's costing them. And this one, Toxic off the ceiling, he puts it home, and finally Gravity breaks yet again.
Yeah, and Dylan, he got that ball into the sidewall, and he kind of slipped off the wall. Couldn't get back to his own touch, and Chubik trying to race back, but a excellently placed ball there from Toxic. But I mean, again, the first 2 minutes, Blizzard didn't have a single shot. Gravity had the ball locked on their half, and I mean, I just don't know what it is at this point, Rockerman. They got to find some way to score here in these first 2 minutes when they have Blizzard on the back foot.
I still think it's the passes. Just the passes haven't been there where they need them, and it's been resulting in goals. Is almost another one there. Oh my goodness, Max is gonna pre-jump, and it's just not the same Gravity we've seen in past seasons. They've had a great season so far and great performances, but just the passing plays aren't there, and I think it's really hurting them here as they can't quite get sustained offense.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree with the passing comment. As a pass of their own from the Blizzard team. Here comes Toxic, but not able to put that one on. And we did actually see a three-piece passing play from Gravity earlier, but it just took too long to develop, and eventually Blizzard shut down that opportunity as Chubik just couldn't get the shot past him. Big demo from Yor to keep the Blizzard offense at bay, but again, they're going to have to look at these passes like you're saying. They're going to need quick passes if they're going to have to get it past Blizzard. But nobody going here as Dylan and Yor eventually working their way out. Here's Dylan passing it over to Yor, but not able to find contact as Max playing patiently over to Toxic. Dylan and Yor actually bumping into each other, lofting this one on the net, but Soar's able to send it away. And again, I feel like Gravity, they got to keep the ball grounded because they're trying over and over again to get this ball on the backboard, create opportunities from it. But these Blizzard players, they're camping the backboard and they're clearing it every time.
And nothing is working for Gravity right now. As it's still only a 1-0 game, and oh my goodness, almost 2-0. Gravity survives, and this is a must-win. We talked about it. They gotta find something here, and the shot, but Max is right there on the goal line to make a huge save. And now only a minute in this one. Their season won't be over, but it'll be close to over if they can't convert in the final 50 seconds.
And perhaps that is what they talked about as another big pass, but straight at Mad Max. As they're trying to develop these passes like you were saying. As Chubik almost not able to get back in time, but I really feel like maybe that is what they talked about in the timeout, as they've gotten a lot more passes off. But again, we saw that big shot from Yor was top shelf, but it was still right at that Blizzard defender, and they got 20 seconds here to pull out one more passing player. Just something, some sort of opportunity needs to be manufactured as Blizzard are starting to get rolling here. Chubik with a big flick, sending his way over Soars. Soars and Toxic actually double committing, but Soars with a big enough hit to pinch this one through. 5 seconds, and this one is locked down in the gravity half. They're going to need a full court carry. Here's Dylan on the dribble. Over one, still dangerous, but Mad Max was up early to put this one down. And Blizzard, they now find themselves up 3-0 in the series, but it's, as Dylan says, GG's, it's a best of 7 there, buddy.
He said he lied.
It has just been a grind of a series. I mean, Blizzard, they're up 3-0 in the series, but I really feel like they've had to work. This has not been easy for them.
It really hasn't, and I don't know. I feel like we can't underscore it enough. It's like Gravity; they're so close. They just come so close in these first couple of minutes, and then just let it slip away every time. It's happened every single game here. They're hanging in there, and especially in this one, a 1-0 ball game, and they just can't break through. I don't know what it is. They had 5 shots as compared to 6 from Blizzard in this game, but just not enough high quality opportunities off those passing plays, and Blizzard has taken advantage every single time, and now they find themselves one win away from a match in the grand finals with Pinnacle.
Yeah, and I really feel like Gravity did come into their own. The first 2 games were close, not necessarily in scoreline, but definitely in ball possession and control. Gravity pretty much had the majority of ball control in all 3 of these games, but now the ball control or not, they find themselves down 3-0. But like you said, the passing plays, they started to develop there in game 3. They started to kind of find their groove, Gravity did, but they just didn't have the execution. They didn't have the power, the precision, the accuracy, and they got 3 good passing plays on, but again, too many players back for Blizzard, and they're able to keep Gravity at bay. And at this point, Rocker Man, I mean, I don't know if there's any hope.
Yeah, I mean, Blizzard really, we've been talking a lot about Gravity because that's because we want to see this series keep going as they almost find one there, but really, Blizzard has played so flawlessly that it's been so hard to even say anything wrong about them as they've just dominated this game as a, oh my goodness, Dylan, on the goal line. I do not know how that ball got, oh, it got saved, but what a save. And I mean, Blizzard just playing so flawlessly, and Gravity, they're the ones that just have to buckle down and find anything.
Yeah, and I think Gravity just only scored 2 goals in game 1. They've been scoreless ever since. Scoreless in game 2 and game 3. It's going to be up to them. And again, another infield pass coming out, but they just don't have the power off these. They forced the double commit, but Toxic still able to get there in time. Puts it up to the backboard, and that's what I've been saying all series. Blizzard has had a player on the backboard. He can't be putting it up there. Toxic with a big solo play, getting the wave dash dribble.
Oh my goodness, that is absolutely nasty. And some might even say toxic as he just turns this one around, finds the demo, and puts it in the back of the net. That's just mean. That's just mean.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Chubik, he kind of just dished it straight back to the middle, although opportunity off the kickoff. Dylan not finding the touch, but that's probably the best thing he could have done, as the fake is going to allow Chubik to roll in.
Hey, there we go. They finally find one, a good kickoff, and Dylan, you know what? It works out of the fake as it forces Soars into a really awkward position, and perfect placement from Chubik as he's fighting, trying to give his team another game. We want to see Game 5 Chubik in the next game, hopefully. But
we need Game 5 Chubik.
We need it. We need Game 5 Chubik. And maybe Gravity will have a chance, but still a long way to go in this one, and they have to find something as, oh my word, they are struggling to get this ball out.
And almost going in, but Chubik showing up with a big save as Gravity was panicking when nobody was on the ball. The communication proving to be an issue for this Gravity team as well, but either way, able to clear it out. But Soars has something to say about that. He's going to take this ball down the field all by himself, but only straight over to Yor, who will bang it right back. And big 50 from him, lurking off the ceiling. But again, 2 players on the backboard, but actually nobody finding contact for this Blizzard team. And that is the first backboard miss all series for Blizzard.
Yeah, Chubik, a nice little touch out there, and Soars is just very awkward, and beautiful shot from Dylan. Finally, I don't know how long it's been, Bagels. I don't know if this has even been a thing where Gravity, they're in the lead.
Gravity had a lead. They had 1-0 for about 30 seconds in game one, but it didn't last long. But this is definitely the first time since then that they've had the lead. But strangely enough, Gravity has had zero ball control in this
Yeah.
series, or not in this series, in this game four, and that's been their bread and butter all series. Blizzard has had complete control of this game four, but yet Gravity is up.
It is the opposite of what was happening in the last games. And sometimes you talk about trying to change up your play style, and usually you want to stay consistent to what got you here. But hey, I don't know if Blizzard just excuse me, Gravity just played the opposite of the way they played those first three games. Maybe it'll work out. And I mean, so far with no ball control, they find themselves in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, maybe going to the counterattack playstyle is maybe not something they talked about, but just something that's resulting from these adaptations they're trying to make. But Mad Max with a big dunk, but Chubik will get back to this ball before Toxic, but he actually opts to get the corner boost, almost allowing Toxic to pass that one to the middle. Double commit for Gravity, but not proving to be dangerous quite yet as Toxic to the side, back to the middle, Chubik there. Getting a lofty slow one on as Soars flicking his way past one. Yor trying to get over to Chubik, but even if he did get the accuracy, Chubik erased off the field. Toxic there trying to find another big bump as Dylan tosses it up to Yor, who sends it on the backboard again. But they gotta stop pounding the backboard. They gotta get these shots lower quick enough on the backboard, but Dylan with another big save. Soars trying to pass in the middle, but one too many touches as the entirety of the Gravity team rushing this ball. Big 50 to the middle. Here's Yor. Can't find contact, and another big opportunity where Gravity could have found an insurance goal. Now the other way, Soars there. He's going to drop it through Chubik there, but straight over to Toxic. And he could have even found the double save, but oh, calamity for Gravity.
Yeah, calamity right there. Soars a great drop there, and yeah, Chubik, he was right next to the ball, so close. I think he barely nicked it, but Blizzard, they find the counter attack and they tie this ball game right back up, and it's the same story, just so close. And they lead and they play well in the first couple of minutes, but we need Gravity to clutch up and finish in this ball game and keep their season alive.
And they had a big opportunity for an insurance goal. I mean, I think Yor actually was trying not to hit the backboard because he saw Mad Max up there, but now nobody finding contact on the Gravity backboard. Yor up early, and Mad Max still able to get the dunk. Chubik banging this one down. Soars, no boost. Could be a good opportunity here for Gravity. He puts the shot on. He's going to get it through. And Soars had no boost, and he missed the corner boost.
Yeah, and Soars just driving right around that boost there. He thought he had it, and Chubik, he's going to make him pay with nothing in his tank. He throws it on the top middle of the goal, and Gravity, and maybe that's what they needed, a goal in the clutch, 43 seconds. They just have to hold on and keep their season going for at least one more game.
And we talked earlier about we need Chubik and Yor to step up, and so far Yor hasn't had really much to say anything in this series. Good hit from here to keep the offensive going, but Chubik stepping up big, 600 points, 2 goals, but opportunity still dangerous for Blizzard. Dylan getting taken off the field. Chubik getting taken off the field. Mad Max charging in, surprisingly taking his time. He's going to take it to the backboard. Almost able to get his way through. I thought he was going to go for a quick double. As nobody here. Dylan awkward last back. He has zero boost. He's getting bumped. Toxic just charging through everybody on Gravity, but it's not quite enough as Yor.
Nice flick.
All he needs to do is flick it past, and he does. Sending this one, just keeping this ball at bay from Blizzard, and Gravity have finally found some footing in this series.
They finally make their way through in this one. Bagels, a great performance as, I mean, they just come out and they take this game, and I mean, it seemed like it was close, and they finally did what we needed them to do, which is clutch up when they needed and find a game in this series to keep them alive.
Yeah, and I mean, really, just the question of Game 4 here is, how did Gravity win this game with probably 30% ball control, but somehow they find a way, and even with the great 2 goals from Toxic, we saw that great solo wave dash dribble from him, but either way, good job from Gravity. Good job from Chubik stepping up along with Dylan in hand to start the reverse sweep hopes. But I mean, if they're going to keep any of these hopes alive, they need Yor. They need Yor to step up on the field here and join them.
Yeah, Yor hasn't had the greatest series, but heading into this game 5, I think we all know where our eyes are, Bagels. I think we know where we're looking. We're looking at Game 5 Chubik here. It's been a Nemesis staple ever since he's been in the league. He's stepped up huge in Game 5, but this time, as the demo comes out, Blizzard starts first.
one thing that has been consistent through all this series has been these bumps from Toxic. And he actually bumped the ball through, and Soars followed up with a demo of his own, but not how you want to start that off. But either way, just an offensive pressure off the kickoff for Blizzard, just proving to be too deadly for Gravity. Again, off the kickoff, here's Toxic looking for the pass to the middle, but Dylan there to send it over to Yor. And Mad Max doesn't have any boost. Pops to get the corner, and Chubik, he can't find the touch. Grab's getting faked out from Mad Max, who probably had him beat to the ball, though here's Soars looking for the double tap. He's going to put it on, but just off target, bouncing above the crossbar. And Mad Max putting another one on. Here's Yor. Back to the middle. Dylan dunking this one out. Here's Chubik. Can he perform here in game 5? Trying to get it to the middle. But Yor charging in, but nothing doing. And now Dylan finds himself in a 2v1, but actually Chubik getting last back. But either way, his presence not met on defense for long. Mad Max there to send it in the left side. And Blizzard has started off this game 5 hot.
Yeah, they really have 2 goals, taking the early lead, and it's danger time for Gravity as Blizzard offense is getting going once more. And for Gravity, they have got to find an answer right here. Get back to the counterattack, because, somehow it worked in Game 4 with their counterattacks, and, if they can play some good counterattacking offense, they might be able to find 2 more and give themselves a chance.
Yeah, and they did have a big chance around the 4:30-minute mark, but Mad Max essentially faking Chubik out on the goal line, and then they got scored on shortly after. But maybe going to have to result back to these passes. They just need something. They need to steal the boost from Blizzard. I really feel like that's what won them game 4, is that they limited Blizzard's solo plays. They limited the dribbles, the double taps. That was a big reason why they won. So they're going to have to get back to that, as Chubik trying to keep this ball locked in. High off the ceiling, pass middle. But Dylan just not able to get that one, as here's Yor. Soft touch, looking to follow it. Putting it on, back to the middle for Dylan, but again, another save from Toxic. 2 quick ones in a row, as Yor trying to keep this one through. Pass over, but Yor not enough boost to try and pre-flip that through. And they're starting to get ball control back, Rockerman, but still, they can't slot one through.
And they're starting to get some great opportunities, as again, they're throwing it towards the net, but Blizzard just somehow still surviving despite Gravity. They get their opportunities, and they just can't quite convert. It just seems like they're just a tick off, just slightly off, and they can't find the back of the net. As, oh my goodness, Soars hit the pre-jump.
Yeah, keeping that one locked in this Gravity half, as Gravity the ones with no boost at the moment. But yeah, they just need to just find a way to break out. It almost looks like they're trying to play too fast. They're trying to meet Blizzard's speed, and it's just not working, as Blizzard are continuing to outpace them. Here's Dylan with a shot, but Mad Max will parry this one easily away, finding a second touch to boot over to Toxic. Toxic to the middle, but Soars opting not to go for that, and probably smartly so, as now Soars looking to get it to the middle, but not finding the touch. Chubik to Dylan. Good 50, but Yor waiting patiently for Max. Has a good shot opportunity, tries to put it back post, but he needed to get that one in the air. As now Soars to the middle. Chubik here, but Toxic back, and it really feels like all of a sudden this game has really slowed down here in this last minute.
Yeah, it's got super slow. Blizzard, I think they're happy to take it slow as Yor tries to snipe out Dylan. Blizzard just like, okay, we'll take it slow, waste all the timeout in the world, and it's working out at the moment, as they're still up by 2 in the minute 30, but for Gravity, they've got to find the passing plays and find one in the back of the net. If they do, game 5, Chubik with the goal.
Yeah, a little bit of an open net, and and again, a weird miss from Blizzard on the backboard. I really feel like somebody should have found the touch there for Blizzard, but if there's been only 2 backboard mistakes in 5 games, that's a pretty good ratio. But either way, Gravity will take that one to the bank, and it almost seems like, you brought up the passes again, it almost seems like Gravity are trying to pass too much. They're often passing to the middle when nobody's there, as hold on, Yor getting the flip reset on that. Not quite sure how he did that, but looking to step up big, as he's been a little bit of miss here in the series. Still a minute for him to try and step up, as he gets a big save right there. Chubik and Yor both on this ball, but Dylan banging it downfield, looking to snipe Chubik. He's going to get the doink off, but it's off the crossbar. Chubik getting the bumps. Yor charging in and looking for another pass, but Dylan, once again, the pass is just off target. Nobody there. Yor, high off the corner. Toxic, he has no boost. Here comes Dylan. charging in, 2 players there, but the bump's coming out from Blizzard once again, but still the pressure on for Gravity. Quick off the corner, you're looking to follow it, good 50, actually just outright wins it. And all of a sudden they got 30 seconds left here, Rockerman. They're starting to ramp it up, but they need to get one through.
They're trying so hard right here. Gravity has all the pressure, but Blizzard just holding on. And now the last seconds potentially of their season, and they got to score one to at least force overtime.
They find themselves back on their own half, but you're slipping it through, and this one's going to go past Chubik. Net is going to be open for Source. Dylan needs a big save to keep his season alive. You're downfield to Chubik, but just not fast enough to snipe him out. Soars up, putting this one on, looking to get the flip reset off the double. But Chubik popping it up, 0 seconds on the clock. Toxic trying to drop it. He's going to click it down with the pre-flip double. Somehow keeping it up is Dylan still, but Soars is going to drop it down. And they will be headed to the grand finals against Pinnacle as Dylan and the rest of Gravity, they tried so hard. They played such a good series, it felt like, but Blizzard just showing why they deserve to be here.
Yeah, I mean, really, a great series from Blizzard, and they just did what they had to do. Bagels all series long. They had the offense, they had the pressure, and they just took it to Gravity. But again, I said it before, I'll say it again. It just seemed like Gravity was this close. They were this close from making a making a run and making a couple of wins go their way. And that's just heartbreaking when you feel like you were so close, but the other team just squeaked them out.
And honestly, going into this series, I really did expect the result to be how it went. It was a 4-1 in Blizzard's favor, but I mean, really, like you said, it was just so close. I mean, Blizzard, if you look at it from the series scoreline, you think, man, Blizzard really dominated, but and rightfully so, they kind of did. But I mean, really, that was a 4-1, but it really didn't feel like a 4-1 because I felt
No.
like Gravity, if they just had a little bit a little bit more of him on the field to step up. He had a lot of good saves, but I feel like he was really missing on the offense. And if he was there on a few more opportunities, it could have been a completely different series.
Yeah, it really could have been. Like I said, it's just that just slightly missing aspect, whatever it may be. The passing plays, Yor and Shubik not stepping up. I don't know. Maybe even if Dylan could have done a little bit more, it seemed like at times like he was trying, but there just wasn't enough style or enough just enough offense from them to get anything really going. And again, those are the ones that are painful when you lose in a margin like this. Like you said, a 4-1. It looks like Blizzard dominated, but really Gravity, they kept it so close in all of these games. Just couldn't quite squeak it out. But I mean, Bagels, this does set us up big though. As I'm gonna bring up the bracket one more time. It's going to be a big grand finals. Probably the two teams everyone expected. Pinnacle, an amazing regular season. One of their only two losses coming to Reapers, who they took care of in the semifinals, and now they get to meet this Blizzard squad for what should be probably one of the craziest grand finals we'll have in the Titan League.
Yeah, Pinnacle, they honestly looked a little bit sloppy in the series against the Reapers, but I mean they just came back and won 4 in a row and just absolutely clapped us once they start getting their momentum going. But honestly, if they didn't have Zin in that series, I really feel like we would have beat them because I didn't feel like Luca and Caden were really on the field. I wasn't worried about them at all, but all of a sudden Zin just took it into his own hands and stepped up, punching their ticket to the grand finals. But they're even if it is the Zen show in the grand finals, they're going to need all 3 players on Pinnacle to step up and combat this 3-headed monster in Blizzard. And it really should be just an absolute offensive showing and defensive showing if Luca and Caden can step up along with Zin. But it's going to be a wild grand finals, I think, and there's going to be a lot on the line, not only for the money, but we all know it's not really the money, it's
It's
the
the
bragging
pride.
rights, it's the championship, it's even the tag in the Discord.
Yep.
And Caden and the rest of company on Pinnacle are not going to want to lose to this Blizzard team.
No, I know. I've heard some. There's been some smack talk already. I know. Source from Blizzard was saying that they were gonna, if they got against Pinnacle it might be a win for them. I don't know. I don't want to misquote him exactly, but I know he was talking a lot of smack. So I think there's going to be some headbutting here in the Titan League Grand Finals. And I think honestly, out of all the teams, this is probably the best matchup we could have asked for in the Grand Finals, and it'll be a banger one on Saturday night for the Titan League. That one will be at 10 p.m. Eastern. Everything's getting going at 5:30 with the pre-show for the Grand Finals. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you guys follow if you haven't already. But we're not even done for tonight, as we have one more semifinal matchup. We're heading back to the Novice League, where Ignite, they got their second life after the Lynx were disqualified, and they're going up against the Vikings, who have been crazy hot here in the last couple games. It should be another great matchup. Psychonautic and Jaegers are coming to the booth to bring you guys this Novice League action, so make sure you guys stick around, follow the channel if you haven't already, and we'll catch you guys in just a couple minutes.